Hey everyone, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And welcome to the worst officiated game I've ever seen. The Patriots should have won this game. But the officials decided to, look, I'll be blunt, the entire crew should be fired immediately.
They were
this
beyond.
This is not just a Saints game where there was one bad PI call at the end of the game.
There was like 4 or 5.
No, it was multiple calls, and they all went against the Patriots. And they were game-changing calls. The Patriots had this game won. They were coming back.
Mm-hmm. The first half doesn't really matter. Not much happened.
Look,
they scored a touchdown
on a flea flicker.
On a flea flicker. There you go. That's what happened in the first half.
Mahomes had a bad pick. There's a bunch of 3 and outs.
There's not much that happened in the first half.
A couple of field goals. End of the first quarter, it's 7-3. New England, they actually led in this game. Then Kansas City got all those ridiculous, hopeless down plays where they somehow converted them, like
3rd and 25.
3rd and 25 or first, I think it was like 1st and 25 or something. It was a 3rd and 19 they converted, just ridiculous things. Anyway, they score. It's 10-7 Kansas City. Brady has a bad pick, but that pick was fluky because the guy, Edelman beat him, but he beat him so bad he actually got into the other throwing lane, which is just bizarre. That pick's not on Brady. There's a stupid touchdown run by Kelsey. Everybody's stealing Baltimore's playbook now, which is frustrating. So it's 17-7. Not much happens. I don't think anything happens. KC at some point gets a field goal. That's 27 going into the half. I know people are mad at the end of the first half. The Patriots had 2 timeouts, which they didn't take advantage of. But look, Brady just got sacked. I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah. So I don't blame him. There wasn't much time. Just go in. So the third quarter.
That's when stuff starts to happen.
That's when the game goes to hell, and the Patriots need to get explanations as to what happened in this game. And I'm serious. They need explanations from the league office, period.
Yeah.
Kansas City gets a field goal. Patriots go 3 and out. KC fumbles. They recover it. Then they punt. Ebner blocks the field goal, or the punt, easily, by the way. And then Bolden gets an outside run for the touchdown. They go for 2. They don't get it. It's 20-13 Kansas City. And here's where the bullshit happens, and that's what this was. Sammy Watkins catches the ball. He does not have a first down. I'm sorry, he doesn't.
No.
He's off by about a yard.
Yeah, I mean it's close.
It's close, but he's off.
When they showed the replay and you slow it down, he does not cross.
First of all, he bobbles the ball.
Yeah,
so
he does not get a first down there.
And even where he catches it is not a first down.
Yeah, right.
On top of which, Kelsey does a pick on the play, so it's already OPI and the play's challenged. Okay, I'm sorry, one of those 2 things should be overturned.
Right.
You cannot stick your ass into the cornerback on purpose. That is OPI.
So that's the first major.
So that's the first blunder. What is the point of replay if you're not going to get the call right? If you're not going to get the calls right on replay, then just get rid of replay.
Were the guys in New York drunk or something on this game?
I don't know.
What were they doing?
I understand it partially because it's close, but it's not like they're in a crowded pile here. It's
right.
2 guys. He's wide open. He's obviously short. Then the next play, and then we get to Kelsey's fumble. Now Kelsey is falling to the ground, not to his knees. It looks like he's kind of diving.
Yeah.
And he's diving basically, and he fumbles. His hand is touching the ground. His hand is going to the ground. Not anything else. Not anything that would make him down.
No, his knee's still there. He's like kind of like diving. It's the best way to explain
diving.
it. Yeah.
Gilmore picks up the ball. He has a touchdown. And there's nobody around him. He's going to score easily.
He probably ran, 20 yards?
Yeah. He's down to like the 20-yard line. He's just cutting around to the right, around the only 2 guys left.
And they whistle it dead.
And they whistle it dead, and they say down by contact.
So then there's the second challenge.
So Bill has to challenge it. Yeah, they overturn and give us the ball, but guess what? We don't get the touchdown. Even though it is 100% obvious that is a touchdown for the Patriots.
Yep, so that's the first one.
That's 7 points they stole from us.
The first 7 points.
Oh, don't worry. They stole the 7 points a second time.
Yep.
So, Patriots ball. And get the fourth quarter. Harry catches the ball, runs to the sideline, dives, touchdown.
Hits the pylon.
Hits the pylon.
Doesn't go out of bounds.
He's in bounds by 3 inches.
And
2 refs come up and run and talk to each other and say,
nope,
out of bounds. What do you mean out of bounds? He dove for the pylon.
So my whole thing with this is, why didn't New York review
Why
it in
didn't
the
the
booth?
booth phone down and
Review the play?
no, he's not out of bounds. Are you seriously telling me that if you're out of challenges, oh well, it's just like the old days? You have 1 million cameras. No, I'm sorry. Inexcusable.
This reminds me of, 1, the Saints game, but 2, the Dallas game.
Oh, this was worse than the Saints game.
It's worse than both of those.
Because this was multiple calls. I have never seen a game where they stole the same 7 points from the same team twice.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. So then it gets worse. The Patriots then
they throw the ball to Jacoby in the end zone.
He doesn't catch it.
The refs say, up, you're off the field.
No, they say touchdown initially. It's obviously not a touchdown.
It's bobbled.
Then they run off the field, and the play clock's running. They make New England take a timeout because the officials are not on the field. I've never seen that.
It's like, what the heck?
They literally took a timeout from us.
Yeah. And another thing about, it's CBS's fault, but the NFL had it right on their website.
They listed us as having only one timeout.
They only showed us as having 1 timeout. I'm like, wait a second. We won the second challenge.
They took the timeout away from the second challenge.
I was like, wait, what? It was overturned. We should have 2 challenges.
But it doesn't matter. They stole the timeout from us because the officials ran off the field calling touchdown. And the Patriots, by the way, were lining up because they knew it wasn't a touchdown.
So, strap your boots in because then it gets worse.
Believe it or not.
Gilmore was on Watkins for a lot of the game.
Yep. He actually pretty much shut down Watkins. Watkins got pissed and decided to assault Gilmore. And I'm dead serious.
Out of bounds.
He grabs Gilmore
and
pushes him, not like on the sideline out of bounds. No. Like from the center of the field.
Out of bounds.
All the way out of bounds. Damn near hit Gilmore's head on equipment. And the officials didn't flag that.
They're like, well, I guess it's really not personal.
Oh, I guess they're going back and forth. No, they're not. You watch the replay, he assaulted Gilmore.
He should have been kicked out of the game.
Not only should he have been flagged for that, Sammy Watkins should have been ejected and suspended for that.
Yeah, that was really bad. We were like, what just happened?
He threw Gilmore back about 30 yards.
Yeah.
No, unacceptable. And Gilmore didn't do a goddamn thing back to him.
He's just
to his credit.
We're just sitting here like, what? What just happened?
So I hope to God the NFL suspends, at the very least.
Fines
Watkins needs to be, no, he needs to be suspended.
Yeah.
He needs to be suspended at least 1 game.
He should be. It's uncalled for.
It's totally uncalled for.
They were winning. He didn't need to do that.
No, he's pissed off he's not catching anything. Well, boo-hoo, Sammy. That's what happens when you're against the best corner in football. Deal with it. Instead he throws a temper tantrum on the field. And he could... If Gilmore had hit his head on that equipment, oh my God, do you understand what the entire team would have done to it, Sammy Watkins?
Oh, he would have been dead.
Oh, they would have immediately assaulted him.
Oh yeah. The guys who were around.
He missed it by only a few feet, so.
So after that, there's a couple of punts, and then we get the ball.
Well, they do a halfback pass from White to Myers. That was a good play.
Which was great, yeah.
Should have been from White to Dorsett, because I think Dorsett scores, but whatever. Then... Patriots throw deep to Dorsett.
Now again, we have no challenges left at this
point. He's tackled early. Oh, I guess that's legal now.
It's not PI.
Not PI at all.
He's just tackling them.
First of all, they should be down by 3, so they should only need a field goal to tie the game and go into overtime.
Oh, and
there's 2 minutes left.
Before that play, Brady ran like 17 yards.
Yeah, he had a big run that was good.
But
no, that was after the PI.
Whatever. Still happened around the same time. Anyway.
But
should have been PI.
They should have only needed a field goal anyway to tie the game.
Should we not have wasted?
Which would have changed the game because
the
Chiefs would have played different defense in that case.
But should we have not had to have wasted our challenges on nonsense officiating, we could have
I know.
challenged PI on that play. Would we have gotten it?
Well,
Probably
you would
not.
have needed 4 challenges, so either way, you probably were screwed at some point in this game.
Yeah.
So the Patriots ultimately turned the ball over on downs because Breland Breland somehow makes a good play, which
Yeah.
Breland hasn't made a good play in his goddamn entire career. So, he finally makes a good pass breakup.
And the game's over.
And the game's over because they need it out.
So this game goes to the officials. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. You cost New England the game.
Now, I've been watching football since like 2007, 2008. I know it's only 10 years. I've never seen a game that
No,
bad.
I've never seen a game officiated this bad.
People are like, what? Are these replacement refs? Who are these guys that officiated this game? Where'd they come? Did they just get them at Walmart?
This was like when they ruled the Hail Mary touchdown against Green Bay and Seattle. I guess Seattle has it, touchdown. But it's in the defender's hands. I don't care, touchdown.
I don't remember that. Anyway. Just the NFL's gonna have to do some explaining.
Yeah, there needs to be explanations because first of all, not only did they cost the Patriots this game, they cost them #1 seed. They cost them home field advantage in the playoffs. So congratulations, Baltimore. The officials gave it to you.
So now that Bills game really is important. Like really.
They're not losing the rest of the way. They're gonna be furious.
Oh, they're gonna the Bengals.
They're gonna murder the poor Bengals. They'll probably score 45 points.
The poor Bengals are just.
It'd probably be 45-0.
Yeah, the poor Bengals.
No, they are gonna be pissed. So, I mean,
in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, this game
was total bullshit.
Total bullshit.
It's just like the second half they got much better.
They still held
Mahomes
under 300 yards, so they haven't given up a 300-yard passer all game. The defense is elite.
Yeah, they still are very good.
And they shut down the Chiefs in the second half. They really did. So, Brady was 19 of 36, 169 yards.
How's Brady second leading rusher?
2 touchdowns. Oh no, 1 touchdown.
How's Brady the second leading rusher in this game? That's embarrassing. With his 17-yard run.
So, I am pretty furious. I've never been this pissed off watching a game before. Look, at least with the Saints game, it was 1 bad call at the end of the game.
Not 5 or 6.
Not egregious calls that took points off the board time and time and time again. And frankly, put player safety at risk.
Yes.
You allowed a guy to literally be assaulted on the sideline by a receiver. What the hell is wrong with you?
I guess we know what it feels like to be a team that gets robbed because of bad officiating now.
I mean, look, this crew should be fired. They should be fired immediately.
Yeah.
I certainly don't want them working another Patriots game ever again. And the Patriots should request that this team not officiate any of their games anymore.
Yeah, this crew is just atrocious.
Because this is it's unacceptable. So really, I think the Patriots were going to win this game.
I do too.
And
I do too. They should have because Harry's that should have been a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
There's going to be rule changes in the offseason after this game. I can tell you right now, there's going to be a booth judge from now on.
There has to be.
There has to be into next year because you cannot have a situation where a team is out of challenges and a blatant touchdown is taken off the board. Or the reverse, where a blatant non-touchdown. Well, all touchdowns are reviewed now. They fixed that.
Well, that wasn't reviewed.
Because they didn't rule it the touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's another thing.
He caught the ball.
Why not initially rule it a touchdown? Because it's
then
reviewed anyway. It is automatically reviewed. Anything that is close, that's going to be a score, just let it score and review it.
How come we can do this better than they
Why can I figure that out and these guys that are paid to figure it out can't? Same with the turnover, by the way. All turnovers automatically reviewed, so anything that's close, rule it a turnover, and then see how it goes.
They didn't have to whistle it dead.
No, because Gilmore would have scored. They would have looked at the turnover
and confirmed it.
They would have reviewed both the touchdown and the turnover.
No, really?
No, let's just call it down by context, so we can't give the Patriots the touchdown.
Dear Lord, what a shit show.
The officiating was so bad in this game. Belichick was screaming at the officials this
I was
game.
shocked the fans didn't start throwing stuff on
Oh,
the field.
they were chanting horse shit, bullshit, all sorts of
Refs
things.
suck.
They're lucky they didn't get to the point where things were thrown
Got
on
out
the
of
field.
control, yeah. I
Because
mean,
it was close.
it was to the point where I thought they were going to start throwing
I was
stuff.
waiting for things to be thrown onto the field.
I know.
Because there are limits to what people tolerate.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they threw a lot of flags in this game that
Weren't really
necessary.
Yeah. So.
And they picked up flags that made no sense. I mean, there was a block in the back that Kelsey did. I understand all he did was touch him in the back, but you flagged it on Edelman last week when he just touched a guy in the back. It's either a block in the back or
Or
not,
not.
guys. I mean,
Be consistent.
be consistent is all I'm asking. Yeah, I don't like it when they call that either, when you just touch the guy, but
It is what it is.
you call it sometimes and then you don't call it other times.
The last thing I will say, because we probably should wrap this up because we've been rambling for too long, is Tony Romo needs to shut the F up.
He's a good broadcaster.
He
but
was bad in this game, in my opinion. In my opinion,
But I did not like his commentary of this game.
I did
But
not like
it's hard because the game is obviously it's an unfair game because one team got
and they kind of
totally screwed and they're trying to acknowledge it without being overly acknowledging it because
right.
they're paid by CBS to
Right.
broadcast.
But it came
And
to a
CBS
point
doesn't
where
want to
like,
screw up, piss off the NFL too much.
yeah, but I don't think he did a very good job. That's all I'm
But
gonna
they
say.
try. But
Whatever.
you know, it is what it is.
So the Patriots lost.
They lose. They go down. They're down to 10-3 with Buffalo on their ass. They're lucky Buffalo lost this week. A game that Buffalo really
Should
had
have won. They had won. They did. But Allen forgot how to play football.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Allen chose this week to not forget how to play again.
So the Buffalo,
the Ravens have done. On the other hand, the Ravens have not looked good the past couple weeks.
So that means that our matchup against the Bills will
Decide
the division, which is weird.
And probably
because
the number 2 seed.
that hasn't happened in
I don't think
a
we're
long
going to lose the
time.
number 2 seed. I think the Patriots are still going to.
They're playing at home. They should
They're
win.
ultimately going to get.
They already went to
the
Buffalo
bye,
this
but-
year. They're playing at home, I think.
But yeah, I mean this, and it takes a lot for me to say officials cost a game because bad calls usually go both ways. But in this game,
It was all on
there
us.
were egregious missed calls and egregious points taken off the board.
At least 2 touchdowns.
So, yeah, I mean they cost us the game. It's reality. So they go to Cincinnati.
They should crush
They
them.
should cream them. And we'll see what happens there. But I'm pretty pissed off, so we'll get this up. All right. Have a good night.